Hi, I'm Stephanie. This is Brandi.
Hello.
We're here to talk to you about Booksource's new P-12 catalog. In case you don't know, Booksource is a leading provider of classroom libraries and educational materials for educators from preschool through high school. We make it easier for teachers to inspire readers in their classrooms by curating classroom library collections. We have a team of experts here to curate the collections, and we're supported by exceptional customer service. A little bit more about us. I'm Stephanie Roseborough. I lead Booksource's collection development team, which means I'm lucky enough on any given day to be found reviewing new titles, curating books collections, meeting with publishers, and more.
And I'm Brandi Ivester, and I work in the same department, and I get to do all of those same great things. It is so much fun.
To start off, we want to make sure we point out that the beginning of our catalog does have a very colorful table of contents to help make it easy for you to navigate through all of our collections. We also have a reading level chart that, if you're familiar with our previous catalogs, was found in the inside cover. We just wanted to mention it's still there, but it has moved this year to be right in front of the leveled reading section, which begins on page 25.
And so why did we only do one catalog this year? For those of you familiar with our past catalog history, we used to have 3, now it's down to 1. We found one-stop shopping was much easier when you only had one catalog to sort through. And there was many redundancies throughout the different catalogs, so in order to save some paper and be able to include even more great things, we cut out those redundancies, and it really isn't too big or cumbersome of a catalog, considering that this used to be 3 separate ones.
And just because we did cut down from 3 to 1 doesn't mean that we eliminated anything that you're used to seeing within our 3 catalogs. The 1 catalog still has all of the things that we have had previously, including all of our starter classroom libraries, all of our leveled classroom libraries, and level reading options. We have fresh new reads, comprehension strategy collections, and so much more.
And we also have some series collections, which start on page 147. In order to further reduce redundancies, we used to cross-list series that were great for high-low, also in the high-low section, but instead this year we have a call-out within that series section. So please take a look through there and you'll find many great things. We've also expanded our author and illustrator studies collections, and you'll see many familiar faces, as well as some exciting new artists and authors featured there.
In addition, we have collections specifically curated with diversity and inclusion in mind. We are always keeping this in mind with every collection we curate, but we wanted to make it easy for educators to add some new or different perspectives to their classroom libraries. So we have collections that are focused around all of these different diverse and inclusive topics, like own voices authors, embracing differences, LGBTQ themes. So it's really, we tried to make it very easy if you need to refresh your library, weed out some old titles, to bring these collections in and really introduce a variety of perspectives.
And then we also know that social-emotional learning is very important and is something that educators are seeking out. So we have collections that we have curated where the books are meant for the students to read themselves or be read aloud to. And as well as that, we have paired it with professional development books for teachers to be able to better incorporate these SEL lessons right in their classrooms. We want to support the good work that the educators are doing with professional development for them, as well as the great books that the kids will get to enjoy themselves.
And this year we've also added some new in the news collections. So we've looked for really great books that touch on important social issues and topics that your students might encounter in their lives or see in the daily news. That includes things like climate change, activism, immigration, and we have curated these in banded grade collections to make sure the content is appropriate for the age level.
And then last up, I want to talk about the next generation box sets. So the NGSS standards help guide educators on what science topics will help the students be prepared for the real world when they get out there. For grades kindergarten, first and second, we have 30 books that are oriented for the students to be able to read and use themselves, as well as one bound instructional resource that has lessons for each one of those books, and it has differentiated lessons. So you can take it on an easier level or a more complex level, whatever is most appropriate for your classroom.
So we've only touched on a small portion of what's in our catalog today. So we want to encourage you to go to booksource.com. There you can view a digital version of the catalog, or you can also request a printed copy to be mailed to you. If you have any questions, please contact us at the phone number or email address on the screen. Thank you.
Bye.